This is what the site looks like from start to finish, with all the different animations, all the different sections in one go. Starting from the top, we've got the grid layout similar to what Apple does with their launches. Then we move into why we're doing this, which leads them into either listening to the podcast, getting the bulk notes, or watching the series live. And then we also go from manual to agentic, what that looks like with this awesome animation here in the beginning. And then identifying the evolution of SaaS business models, the journey itself, then the bold notes, everything transparently shared with you, all the affiliates, and then the waiting list. Building websites used to mean weeks, potentially months of back and forth with developers, massive budgets, and endless revisions with drag and drop platforms that never quite captured your vision. Most founders today know AI promises to change that, but here's the thing, every platform claims to be the game changer. So what's the reality here? You're stuck in choosing between tools that all sound identical in their marketing but perform completely different when you actually require the results. In this video, I'm putting 3 AI no-code builders through the exact same real-world test. I'm using Replit, Lovable, and Bolt. The same prompt, the same requirement, the same project, building a website for a founder's story. No demos, no marketing fluff, just actual builds with actual outcomes. Quick note, this comparison reflects my specific projects and requirements. Your results will vary based on your needs, technical background, and how you apply these platforms. This is for educational purposes, not technical or business advice. This one is for founders, creators, or entrepreneurs who need to move fast without getting trapped in the analysis paralysis. Let's jump in to see which platform actually performs best when the rubber meets the road. Alright guys, here we have the application design specification template. I go through this every single time before I start to develop an app. One of the main reasons it helps to save so much time and costs or credits when getting this started. It also helps me to identify where the security vulnerabilities are, but also what the infrastructure needs. Now, by the way, I've got this template for you at no cost down in the description below. Without further ado, let's jump in here. So you'll see it's got the core architecture, key user functions, memory performance optimizations, APIs, infrastructures, expanded breakdowns with the key user flows, the scalability considerations, security architecture, and the recommended build approach. Now again, we're just building a landing page here for an AI founder story. It's not an app, but this document is extremely thorough and we use it across the board with all apps. Now again, it may not work for you, but it certainly has helped us. So taking that into consideration, the first platform to look at is Replit. Just to give you some insights on the prompt. The prompt is create a modern scroll-driven landing page for a content-based challenge series called the AI Founder Story. The design should feel immersive, structured like Apple's product pages or icon.com. The page showcases a real-time public journey to build and launch a 100K AI-powered SaaS. Not just any SaaS, but one built with agentic workflows, vibe coding, and the intentional goal of moving away from traditional business models into product-first AI-native businesses. They are replacing traditional startup messaging with founder-focused language that reflects this transition. Now, I'm not going to go into the exact prompt, etc. So I gave exactly what I was looking for here, and taking that into consideration, I also uploaded some photos that showed more or less the layout that I was looking for on the home screen. Now, obviously with Apple, a lot of the aesthetics here come from the imagery, not just the animations and the minimalist look and feel. So that's what I gave it. And for all of these platforms, what we are going to look at is from the prompt with the screenshot examples to production. What did that look like? Once I've showed you which one I've chosen to go with, I will also show you what the website looks like finished. Taking that into consideration, let's jump in. So this was Replit's output after the first prompt and screenshots I just shared with you. Looking at it, it really looks good. This didn't really make sense here. but the flow of the sides, the animations were good from the get-go, and I could see that I could work with quite a bit here. Right, let's move over to Bolt. Bolt, same thing, same screenshots, same prompt. And this is what Bolt gave us. I like this animation a lot from the get-go without really prompting it. This is good. We also have these animations popping up. Fantastic. The big challenge that I found with Bolt that was quite a letdown was it didn't take all the copy into consideration with the entire structure of the site. So there were specifics in the prompt that needed to be showcased here, but it didn't really give us everything we were looking for. Then move over to Lovable. Same thing here with Lovable, the same prompt, same images. Let's look at what Lovable created. I liked the minimalist look and feel. Animations are quite fundamental, but this looked quite a bit like a traditional site, right? It's nothing to it that I would say that truly blew my mind. So looking again at the three different ones, I really like what Replit did here. What I liked about Bolt, as I said, was a lot of the animations was quite good, but unfortunately they didn't take everything into consideration. And then moving into Lovable. Also nice animations, but it's not loading icons properly. The spacing is not great. Yeah, not too bad for first draft. Now, taking all of these builds into consideration, we chose to go with Replit. So after spending quite a few days thinking through what exactly do I want on the site, how the animation should function, which different sections do we want to have on this site, taking into consideration the mission of this, right? It's building an AI native SaaS startup, and taking that into this entire context, that is extremely important. We want to showcase everything there. We want to create a space for podcasts, we want to create a space for notes, but we also want to create some space for education and the journey itself. So this is the final product that Replit produced. So after a few days of planning and prompting, you can start to see the look and feel similar to what Apple did. Now again, similar to what Apple did. And guys, there's no imagery here. We haven't plugged anything in. This is just the skeleton of the site. And from here, we will start to bring in some videos and images and really make it aesthetically pleasing. But looking at it, it's got all the functionality. It's got great animations. It explains what we're currently doing, where we're going, the old way, the bridge, the new way. Then we'll plug in the series inside here, all the videos, and then the bolding notes. So all the notes that we write about, we plugged it in. We have shareable options, and then also the affiliates, people who choose to be part of the journey. There's going to be areas for them to go into, and for you as a user to access that, and then a waiting list. Extremely important. While this is going, getting closer to launch, everyone wants to stay tuned, can opt into it. And there you have it. 3 platforms, 1 standout winner. You've seen how each handled the identical challenge and why Replit separated itself from the pack for this specific build. Here's what matters. You now have a framework for testing any AI tool stack you're considering. Same requirements, same complexity, different platforms. Let the actual performance guide your decision. This approach saves you weeks of trial and error and the frustration of rebuilding when your first choice doesn't deliver. So tell me, what stuck out the most for you about this comparison? Which result surprised you? And here's what I'm curious about. What's your next project that could benefit from this kind of rapid prototype? Let me know in the comments. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Johnny Nell. I've spent years building businesses across multiple countries and industries, partnering with founders and CEOs like you to help address the challenges of starting, building, and growing businesses online. Choosing the right AI tools might feel like more stress, more complexity, and less clarity about what actually works. On this channel, I share a different approach with AI testing tools in real scenarios so you don't have to waste weeks discovering what doesn't work. In my experience, the future isn't about having access to every tool. It's about knowing which ones actually deliver when you need them. If you're at a stage where you're ready to build more AI-powered infrastructures that actually work into your business, we should talk. At Scale.io, we partner with founders to create lean, efficient systems that amplify your impact without the threat. The future belongs to leaders who test smart and bold. If this comparison helped you better tool choice or dodge a costly mistake, hit the subscribe for more real-world AI tips. Let's keep building systems that work for us, not the other way around. Catch you in the next one.